seem to, so deceitful. Cigarette butt after butt. Out in the city, just running them up. Chugging and chugging. You got a...
How are we doing, YouTube? How's it going? Good to see you again. Stanley Savage coming at you with another episode. Today I'm going to be talking, I suppose, about something that some people are going to find interesting, some people aren't going to find interesting, but it is something that people do talk about a lot. So I'm going to talk to you about my face tattoo, my head tattoo, and I suppose this tattoo, anything that's kind of on show. It's the end to a long day, but it hasn't quite finished yet. I've got another cut to do. The guy's coming in a minute, so I'm going to smash that out, and then I'll be back with you, and then we'll have a little chat. How does that sound? Alright?
At least they seem to, so deceitful. Cigarette butt after butt. Out in the city, just running them up. Chugging and chugging. He got a problem, trying to make a motherfucking buck. Turns out everybody knows his name like...
So, as both my jobs as a bouncer as well as a barber are very public, I do get asked the same questions a lot. So there must be some interest a little bit in those questions, otherwise I won't get asked them all the time. I've written down the ones that I can remember, like what I get asked a lot. I'll address them, you might find it interesting. I mean, this is how shit my channel is. I'm doing my own Q&A where I've written the fucking questions. So, that's where we're at. So, most of these questions get asked by drunk idiots trying to make conversation, right? But I'll go through them with you. So the first question, what are you gonna do when you're older? I mean, I'm not 100% sure what they mean by this. I don't know, I'll be old with tattoos. You gotta remember as well is that when us guys are older, there's gonna be loads of people with tattoos. So tattoos gonna be quite common when we're older. I don't know if they mean about it sagging, like having saggy tattoos. I don't know, you know, in the future there's probably going to be ways of fixing saggy tattoos. I'm 27 now, so it's not like I'm really young. You know, I've been getting tattoos since I was 16. I've got no intention of slowing down with it. My views on tattoos have never changed, they've always been the same. So I'm kind of just, I don't know, I guess, I hope that in the future nothing's really going to change. I'm still going to like getting tattoos, and I'll just be tattooed with a load of other old dudes just kicking back. In essence, I'm going to be old with tattoos. That's what I'm going to do when I'm older. And probably have like a load of maids working for me in my manor house. They'll be there like wiping my ass, and like I'll make them wear like little skimpy outfit. I don't really think this is what they meant actually. So we'll go on to the next question. In fact, before I go on to the next question, I should probably actually show you what people are talking about. So I've got a little anchor here. It is little, it's like that big. I mean, that doesn't make any difference to you. So I mean, it's not small, I've seen a lot smaller, but that is kind of quite a small one. My throat's done, I've got 2 swallows at the back. I'll get a picture for you and I'll put it up now. So what that is we've got a whole big skull thing that comes all here, and it's got 2 sides that come to the front. You can kind of see the sides just there. So yeah, they are quite garish and they are in your face, and that is why I get asked quite a lot. Loads of people have got more tattoos. I'm not trying to say I'm the most tattoo person in the world, but it's obviously something that people were interested about, which is why I'm doing the video. Probably should have said that first though. What are you going to do for work? Now there's 2 parts to this question, I think. So I have had jobs where I wouldn't be allowed to have these tattoos. And those jobs are jobs that I was very unhappy in, and I would absolutely dread the thought of going back to those jobs, those kind of jobs. I worked in an office before, and just, that's hell. I can't think of anything worse. So, for me, it means that I'm only going to be able to get jobs that enable me to have these tattoos. Kind of more creative jobs, I suppose. Creatives where it is a more relaxed atmosphere, and that is why I'm very lucky to be a barber. It is a creative industry, it kind of goes with the image, and that's why it is perfect for me. I mean, to be perfectly honest, while still having my face tattooed, I was working 3 jobs. I was working on the doors in Bristol, I was working in security at Pontins, and I was a barber, you know, so I had all those 3 jobs, so work isn't really a problem for me. It works as a constant reminder never to go back to a job that I don't want to be doing, and I'm so lucky to be doing a job that I do enjoy. Now this next one, it annoys me, alright? So, like I said, I got all the back of my skull, all the back of my head done. And the question I get asked a lot is, did it hurt? Now, it's an innocent question, and it is a question that is probably an attempt to get a conversation started. They probably don't give a shit if it hurt. But on the doors, you know, when I work in Bristol, I can get asked that 50 times in a night. And I'm not even joking, that's not even an exaggeration. You can't have your face tattooed, and you can't have the back of your head tattooed and your throat tattooed and not expect some kind of attention. In one way, it's fine, I have to just accept it. But at the same time, oh my god, it is annoying. The answer is, it hurts about as much as having needles dragged across your head. Or across any part, you know. Yeah, it did hurt. Like, I was sat for 6 hours having something drilled in the back of my head. I feel, that's a lot off my shoulders. I feel better now. I feel good. I feel good that we've got that out there. Alright, so to everyone, yes, it fucking hurt. Am I treated any differently? Not really, no. I think that's because the times that people see me are times where you kind of have to spend some time with me. So if you're going to come and see me at work, you're going to be with me for at least half an hour. And in that time, hopefully, you should realise that I'm not, you know, I'm not a dick. Well, I am a dick, but I'm not, you know, a bellend. Well, I am a bellend, but you know what I'm trying to say? I'm not some thug who is going to eat your face because I've got some tattoos. Do you see what I'm saying? But at the same time, what is good about tattoos is the fact that it works as an amazing filter. Because if there's people that are going to judge me and don't want to talk to me because of what I've got on my face and on my neck and on my head, then that's great, because generally they're not going to be the people that I want to talk to. You know, they're going to be people that are kind of a bit more narrow-minded, not into tattoos. We're probably not going to have the same interests. And I suppose the best thing about tattoos, for people that like tattoos will appreciate them, and people who don't like tattoos, for some reason it offends them, so fucking great, you know. If you don't like tattoos, great, you're offended by them, whatever. If you do like tattoos, we're probably going to get on anyway, and yeah, you appreciate them. So, all in all, everyone's a winner. Do I regret any of them? No. I'm going to go with no. No, I don't regret any of them. I mean, I've got a shit one here, right, and it is shit. The guy who did it had the shakes. I'm not even joking, there's some lines on there, and it's just shaking all over the place, right? But there's a funny story that goes with it. So my first, I guess second proper girlfriend actually, she said I wasn't allowed to get a tattoo. So I took it upon myself to drive to Weston-super-Mare, and I walked around every tattoo place. I mean, let's say there was about 2, and tried to find someone who would tattoo me underage, because I was only 17. So happened to be this guy, can't remember his name, but he had the shakes, and I don't know, I think he was pissed at the time as well. So it's a funny story that, you know, I went to get tattooed just to spite my ex, and I remember coming home and the look on her face, and she was like really angry, which is like, yeah, that's funny as hell, man. Like, it's a shit tattoo, but it's a funny story. For those of you who don't know me, I am still technically married, and on my wedding day I did get my ex-wife's kind of nickname, I suppose, tattooed on my wrist. That was like part of the day. Anyway, that's all fucked. So that's what it says Fatatron, and I had that crossed out and I had it replaced with it says Chode, which is the guy I was living with at the time. He's like one of my best mates, Chode. So I just got his name put underneath. Like, yeah, I don't really want that tattoo there, but the fact that it's been crossed out and put my mate's name there, that's quite funny, and yeah, I'm not too fussed about it. Yeah, no, I don't regret any of them. They've all got a story and they're all part of me, so. There's only 2 more, don't worry. What does it mean? Or what do they mean? And to be fair, I am really talking about this one. So many people say, what does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. It literally means fuck all. I've never had any naval background or had any interest in boats or anchors. It's quite hard to get something quite small where you can still kind of see what it is, and an anchor is just a good shape. It's a traditional shape that's traditional in tattooing, and that's it. It literally means nothing. I'm really sorry to disappoint you. A lot of people seem to think that every tattoo has to have meaning. I haven't really got any tattoos got meaning. I got Cowboys from Hell, they're Pantera, my favourite band, love Dimebag Darrell. So I suppose that means a little bit. Like, I don't kiss my wrist every night saying I love you, Pantera. Well, actually I do sometimes. My battery just died, that's what I had everything written down on. Luckily, there was only one left, which was, what do my family think about them? Now this one It is difficult because it is something that we haven't maybe fallen out over, but it's definitely been a bit of an issue, I suppose. My family don't like them, my mum doesn't like them, my missus doesn't like them. I find it really hard to get through to them that my tattoos are part of me. Like, they see it as me changing by getting tattoos, but tattoos are part of me. And, you know, I love tattoos, that's an interest of mine. You know, I've never been out of work because of them. They've never affected my life. It is purely a difference in opinion, and that is something that does annoy me a little bit. And it does annoy me that they make me feel so bad about having tattoos when, you know, it doesn't make me a bad person. It doesn't make me do anything differently. You know, it's just part of me. I guess I do find it hard when they do give me a rough time, which they do give me a rough time about it. Like, my nan is particularly against them, and like, my grandparents are my heroes, like straight up heroes. I'd do anything for them. And seeing my little nan's face, you know, just the look of disgust when she sees my tattoos when I first get them done, it does break my heart a little bit, but at the same time, like, doesn't make me any less a person because I got tattoos. And unfortunately, there is that generation gap, you know. That's that, really. So to sum up, they fucking hate them. Right, so that is my self-produced Q&A, and by self-produced, I mean I wrote the questions. Would be nice if someone else maybe asked some questions. That would be good. I'm going to end this cheeky little vlogette with, firstly, a shout out. Okay, now it's come to my attention that one of my fans, I'm going to call them fans, has expressed a like for my videos. Okay, now it happens to be the lady friend. That's all I'm going to say, lady friend. I'm not going to go as far as to say girlfriend. I'm not going to out them at the moment. It's not my place to do so. So this person that I'm talking about has got a new lady friend, and it's the lady friend who likes my videos. This person, you know, who I'm talking about, I was working with him all day today, and he sort of said, you know, oh, my missus really likes your videos, right? So I just thought it'd be nice for me to say hi, thanks for watching. Like I said, I wouldn't out these two people as a couple, because then, you know, I don't know if they are or not. It's not for me to say. And plus, you know, he is my boss. You know, so we have got that boss to sort of employee level thing. You know, you don't disrespect someone who's above you. So like I said, I'm not going to tell anyone who I'm talking about. Secondly, ending on a bit of a negative, one of my customers came in, very good friend, Boston, his name is, bloody good looking bloke. He's painfully good looking. Anyway, that's separate. He was sat down, right, and he was watching one of my videos. And his missus was with him. This is what I've been told. The video I was watching, I said something like, I don't know how I can make these videos better, right? It was just a off the cuff, you know, just fly away comment. Anyway, she pipes up with, maybe putting a bit of comedy in them. That was a very hurtful comment. And I don't know what beef it is you've got with me, but clearly you've got some issues. I'm just saying. So I'm going to end this little vlog with a little joke for you. The joke is your opinion. Right? That is the joke. Okay? It's what you think. Don't want to make this awkward between us, but you started it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. That was just a little joke. It wasn't a joke. She did make that comment and it did cut me deep. But I don't mind. You know. There's going to be some people who don't like my videos. Not many, but there's going to be some. If you did like this video, please like, subscribe, fucking send me something in the post. I don't know, I'm getting bored of fucking saying this shit. But I do appreciate you watching, and I'm going to see you on the next video. Alright? Go steady. See you next time.